Our next speaker, please welcome Alexander El-Meligi to talk about immersive web experiences.
So, hello, thank you for having me. I'm Alex and I'm co-founder and managing partner of Demodern. We are a digital agency with a focus on creative technologies. We usually combine creativity and technology to create new digital experiences. So in the past we were building omni-channel digital retail experiences, for example for Nike. Today we're talking about immersive web experiences. Most of the time when clients get to us, then it's all about brand experience. Even though we are maybe building experiences and applications the whole day, it's still super difficult and super sophisticated to find the UX way to let the customer come back. Brand experience also are today comparable to the product itself. So it's more about how you experience the brand or product maybe, and less only about the product. Most of the customers feel more connected to their brands when they have an emotional experience. 65% of buyers find a positive experience with a brand more influential than great advertising. So what is a brand experience these days? So of course every one of us knows gaming is an important topic, but it's more important than we maybe think, because it's currently an integral part of our society, and this in almost every age group. On the left side you can see some of the .com websites, and on the right side is what people actually do most of the time. If our kids grow up with these kind of, I would say, 3D experiences, games or so, then that means that they have a complete different opinion about how websites maybe in the future should look like. Because my son, for example, he's playing Fortnite a lot, I'm also playing it with him. And if I would show him the .com of any other website, he would fall asleep in a second, I guess. So it's absolutely no fun. It's totally uninteresting. It's very boring. That's the way how they experience buying in a shop. And this is a shop how we see it today. Mobile devices are also super important. Even in gaming, mobile devices are the most important platform. It's not a shift overall from 2D to 3D immersive content, but it's a complete paradigm shift. So in how we consume and experience information in the future. We build and design maybe fancy websites with nice effects or something, but is that really an experience? Is it something where somebody says, okay, I'm going to stay here 5 more minutes and watch this great effect? We can marry brand experience with product experience. And we can also create a complete new experience. That means for me, like we have a website, a world, a spatial environment where we can run through, we can have a shop, we can have a concert, we can combine so many more interesting things than just scrolling on a 2D website. Lately we were building also one of those experiences for BMW. We had the chance to build this Miniverse, the first drivable metaverse platform. So that was really exciting, and as you saw, we have built a huge space. I think it were 7 levels, and the levels were communicating the different features of the car. So you were driving through them with other people in real time on mobile, and then you were driving through, I don't know, the texture environment, the audio entertainment environment, having fun, playing games. And I guess that's the new way how I imagine how we can build cool, I would say, like engaging environments and applications and experiences. Xiaomi wanted to present their latest smartphones. It was super fun building this. Focus in design was also Gen Z, like colorful environments, very playful. The design of the phone should be really photorealistic, so people were jumping in. We had a queue in the beginning, so thousands of people were waiting to get into it, because many people are somehow interested in seeing those products very early, or I would say just very interested in smartphones. And so they were running in when we opened the space, and then they were dancing. We had the analytics and we saw that many people were not in the room, but they were somewhere else, but they were online. And then we found out they were still customizing their avatars. They were designing them for minutes, and then entered the room. Personalization, the presence, the avatars are super important for current and future generations. For PwC, we were building the last 1.5 years an internal metaverse platform where they really work on every day. It's not only about consumers as we know them, it's also for corporate employees. So it's also more fun to work together in those rooms. For me, it's the future, how we work together, and it's totally logic that also Slack or Teams will integrate somehow a 3D space into their tools. If you look for a document in Slack, sometimes I have to search for it for minutes until I remember in which kind of channel it was. But would it have been in a room, maybe I would have found it much easier because I remember maybe the room color, the name, the space somehow. From being a kid, we are also running around. It's an evolutionary thing. So it's for us, it's much more easier to move ourselves or navigate through 3D space than remembering a phone number. Some key aspects of those experiences are, of course, persistence. It's in real time. If you're there and you change something and you come back, it's still changed. Spatial, of course, it's 3D. And in this case, I do not only mean like web mobile, it's also web VR and web AR. It's open, it's accessible, and accessibility is super important. So if we build an application, we need to do advertising most of the time for it. So from Instagram, you have to jump into the experience directly without downloading anything or any kind of hurdle. I think it's really the biggest challenge to find the idea why someone should come back. Why is it fun? And of course social. Our kids, they're used to talk to each other in Fortnite, playing those multi-user games all the day, so they also expect this in the future from all of their experiences. That's more or less the takeaway. For us, immersive web and metaverse experience are the next step in the evolution of the internet. And it's an early stage. We all have to learn, we have to trial and error, and we should have fun.
Thank you so much, Alexander.